Welcome to Living Magically for the week of October 6th. And something really cool that's happening right now is that I'm actually coming to you live from October 6th, which is a city in Egypt. And so welcome to all that are going to watch this now and later. I want to start with just the hugest thank you I could possibly give to my hosts, Noha and Hatem, who have been guiding this journey that we've been on all through Egypt. I'm currently sitting in their beautiful courtyard, and I just, it is so, I'm so emotional because they literally have made my dreams and the dreams of the people who are on our tour come true. Dreams we didn't even know we had. This is my 4th trip to Egypt, and still new things and a new way of approaching certain things have been brought forth, and the care, every single detail of every single moment has been thought out and taken care of. And even the bumps, they've done their best when there was something that needed to be taken care of. They've went above and beyond to make sure that happened. And so that is my thank you, and with my gratitude, and for every other person that we've incurred, every other host, every guide, every driver, every boat, the boat owner, everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's kind of in some ways the theme that I'm going to be bringing into this week's energy. But let's talk about it. We're in a big, huge energy portal of the Aries Supermoon. And it's actually, when I'm recording this, it's actually about an hour away. So depending on where you are in the world, it's going to be about 5 o'clock here in Egypt. But if you're in America, Eastern Standard Time, about 11 o'clock later in the morning. And it doesn't matter if you're watching this even today, if you're watching this tomorrow or the day after. This particular full moon, being that it's the first supermoon of the whole year, and which is crazy because we're almost at the end of the year. We have hit the 4th quarter of 2025. But in that, it is the first supermoon of this year. And it's intense, it's big, it's bold, it's Aries. And Aries is that first sign of the zodiac. So we're talking about after the eclipse season. So now that the eclipses are over, and this is the first full moon after the big eclipse that happened after the lunar and solar eclipses that happened last month, we're now in Libra. So the actual overarching energy is one of finding balance and looking for balance and connecting to the balance within our body, our mind, our spirit, our soul. And that's something our soul is definitely asking for, is that bigger vision of balance and equilibrium. And the supermoon accentuates the direction, illuminates really the direction that we're being asked to go. And so a lot of people feel this new beginning. They might feel that they're still in an ending. We've got a lot of beginnings and endings because no cycle is ever completely, here's the beginning and here's the end. We had the Day of Atonement and Jewish New Year, Yom Kippur, last week. So for the Jewish world, this is the first week of the new year. We're going to be looking at the Hindu New Year later this month with the new moon. We'll be looking at the Witch's New Year at Halloween. So for a lot of people, there is a New Year's energy in this month. But that being said, we're in the year 9 and the year of the wood snake. And so we're shedding an identity. And I really do want to invite you with this full moon. And I see the illumination of a full moon as a perfect time to release the clutter in your brain, the clutter in your life, the clutter around your home, whatever it is that you're carrying with you, whether that's luggage. I'm about to get rid of a bunch of clothes. I know some of you know that I've been releasing weight over this last year. And so I'm going to leave a bag of clothes here behind, literally leaving baggage behind. So what is it you are doing, whether that's emotionally, physically, symbolically, to shed the old identity? This supermoon is giving you a chance to step into your power. Whenever we see Aries, and we're talking about that new beginning, and it may seem selfish because it may not make everybody happy. Who you're becoming, who you're stepping into, what you want may be something that is resisted by others. And if that is the case, then please do really take stock in who are you and who are you becoming, because that's going to be more important than who you've been, where you've been, and everyone else's happiness. It's actually really important for your future to see what in your life right now is no longer making you happy. Maybe you're doing it out of habit. Maybe you're doing it out of obligation. Maybe you're doing it just because you've always done it that way. I apologize. There is going to be prayers over top of what I'm saying. One of the things I love about being here is that you literally hear the prayers over the loudspeakers every day. So I hope you can hear me. But let's just take a moment, because the prayers are for gratitude. And so let's just take a moment. That's the other big theme that I wanted to talk about. To be ready to step into that next big phase of your life, be grateful for what you have. It may not be everything you want, but look at how much you have and how far you've already come. So in this case, I want to say how grateful I am for my body, which has performed differently on this trip than it ever has. Some of you may remember when I was here last time, I had a situation where I was on a camel in the middle of the dark, and it was very, the situation was not my favorite thing I've ever had happen, but my gratitude this year is for that, because that moment where I realized I wasn't physically in the place I wanted to be, I made a very specific choice to get healthier and to make working toward a better process with my body, my knees and my legs, and really go deep onto the transformation of my physical vessel, my holy temple of this body. So I am so grateful for the work I did in the last 12 months. I'm grateful for the people who helped me do that. I'm grateful for Josh, who helped me with structural integration. I'm grateful for Sean, who helped me with alignment and just the most incredible conscious chiropractor. I'm grateful for my friends that have done other things, like Greg, who is the facilitator, the main facilitator for the cuddle facilitation and the cuddle parties, because that has met certain needs of mine. I'm grateful for the urban ashram and what it has opened up. And thank you, Tees, because I will be starting to go back to weekly soul circles at least 3 or 4 times a month. They're going to be on Monday nights. So I know a lot of you have been waiting for me to get back to a monthly, a weekly in-person offering. Sorry, not monthly, but an actual weekly in-person offering. So starting on Monday nights at 7 o'clock at the Urban Ashram, we'll start at the very latest, the first week of November. We'll be going back to in-person soul circles, and we're going to be hosting those at the Urban Ashram. I am also grateful for Center Street, which has been allowed us to do these incredible Egyptian oil temples. And later this week, maybe today or tomorrow, maybe even with this email that'll come out with this, we will be announcing a retreat that we'll be doing at Center Street. It's in Altamont Springs, and I'm just so excited about it. We're taking the Samhain season, and to me, when I've done the astrology research about this particular Samhain, it's got a very Phoenix rising energy about really claiming that step into your power. And so we're going to be doing a full day of ritual. We're bringing in Beth, my beautiful soul sister from Kansas, is going to be doing deep breath work. If you've never been to Center Street, it's an absolutely gorgeous site. We'll have a whole day, 10 to 4, the Saturday before Halloween, where we emerge in Egyptian oils, brand new ones, scents you've never had before, because of course I'm bringing home new oils from Egypt. We're going to, and of course, the first thing I do after I come back from a trip like this, I have transformed. I know you have transformed. And so if you are interested in this, it's very affordable. It's only $225 for a whole day, including lunch, including breath work and sound healing. And we're going to go through all the elements. We're going to make intention candles. It's just an incredible offering. So look, if you're interested in that, definitely watch for the information to come out this week. We'll be putting that out this week. We'll be putting the invitation to Soul Circle out this week. But I have so much gratitude because I've been so supported. And the number one person I certainly want to give my gratitude is Marissa. For those of you who don't know, Marissa makes sure that these videos get into your email. She makes sure that they get up on as a podcast. She does so much work behind the scenes, and I just really want to thank her for everything she has ever done and will continue to do as the behind the scenes partner. She's stepping in. We've certainly seen her being more in charge in person lately, and she was my co-facilitator on this trip, and so just thank you, Marissa, and thank you for watching this. I know I'm on my personal page today. I've been having trouble with the internet here in Egypt. It's not quite the same as at home, so I'll be starting to go back to next week. I'll be back on Soul Circle. We usually go live at 6 o'clock on Soul Circle, and we're going to have a new time coming up. It'll be earlier in the day on Mondays instead of 6 o'clock. We're going to start trying to get the information out earlier in the day on Mondays. And so we'll announce the new time. There's a lot of things coming. And I think that's the point I'm trying to make when it's coming to you in your own mind. What is it you are creating? This is the perfect time. We have exactly 12 weeks, 3 months left of 2025. Or if you follow this year of the snake, we have about 4 months. And so this is why I've created the mastermind that we're going to be starting at the beginning, middle of October. Because I guess it is the beginning of October. I've lost what day it is, other than it is October 6th, and I am live here on October 6th. One of the things that is so important with this full moon and the energy of this week is don't get caught up in pettiness. It is easier to forgive. It is easier to apologize. It is easier to see who do you want to be. And also, I'm going to encourage you to not tap into shift the collective consciousness. I'm going to invite you to release, clear, and remove. And I'm just setting that intention from here, clearing soul fragments, clearing hooks and ties, and clearing your energy to the negative social media, the negative news, the politics, whatever is going on in the world. It is really important for you to release the lower vibration and rise to your own illumination. This full moon, this supermoon in Aries, and the entire week after, the energy of this week is really for you to rise above your fears, your doubts, your limitations. Take your own power. So activating right now, if you want to receive some energy, activating the energy of taking charge of your own power, taking charge of your own illumination. You are a divine light. And as you are receiving, allow yourself to receive the prayers. We heard the prayers a few minutes ago over the loudspeakers. The invitation is, let the prayers land on you. You've asked for things. You've prayed for things. You have asked for prayers for others, and others have asked for prayers to you. So are you open to receive those blessings? Are you turning them away with your own doubt? Are you turning them away with your own fear? Are you turning them away with your worry or fear, or even your feelings of unworthiness and undeservingness? Instead, my invitation, my mantra for you is, I'm open to receive my prayers and my dreams coming true. I'm open to receiving the miracles that I have asked for. I am open to receive, and I am worthy and I am deserving to receive miracles, and I hold the anchoring of the light. So right now, hold the anchoring of the light. The world is possibly a little bit crazy. We're moving into the darker half of the year, but you are the light. And with that, holding that intention of creating something for yourself, holding that intention of receiving. And so if you're living your life magically, if you're living your life by design, it's not saying that life is perfect, but it is saying that you're creating from a place of power. And so take this moment, close your eyes, and return your power back to you. Releasing and cutting the cords, putting yourself into an illuminated ball of light, allowing the light to come in and for you to be open to receive. And from there, creating from that place of, I shine the light, I am the light, I receive the light, I am a living, walking miracle. This is my destiny. This is my power. This is my potency. This is my potential. And I really want to help you with that. I am so inspired. One of the things we did was we've been to temples of all kinds. We've been to the earliest synagogues, even the place where Moses was found. We have been to the oldest churches, places where below ground they've hid the Holy Family of Christ and Mother Mary and Joseph when they were in hiding. Places that reek of ancient technology. Isis's temple at dawn. Places that really, truly have had miracles for me. Dendera and Karnak and Edfu. These places have brought the codes of devotion into my mind, my soul, my body. We've went to synagogues. I got the opportunity to see synagogues and mosques and witness what it's like to be in a holy circle in the women's sector. One of the things I realized in the women's sector of this mosque was, no matter where you are, even women who don't speak the same language, women's circles are powerful. the celebration of women to women, the celebration of men with men, and brotherhood, sisterhood and brotherhood will hold us up. So we are the sisters and the brothers of the light. We hold the flame inside of us. We hold devotion inside this body, which is a blessed temple. It's a vehicle for devotion. It's a vehicle. And so while the darkness may appear to be looming, if we hold our light, if we hold our power, if we hold our love, we hold it in our hearts, we hold gratitude. Gratitude will overcome fear. So the lessons for today is hold your light, be in gratitude, recognize the old identity is shedding and a new beginning is coming. That's the illumination of the Aries full moon and the week that follows. The week that follows, if you're watching this week, and really all the way to the new moon on the 21st, is about release control, release old identity, release fear, release the old, release the baggage, because we're all becoming. And if we are love, if we are light, we are becoming one with that universal energy. So please look for information. I know we've been a little out of touch, so some of our stuff isn't all updated, but it will be. We have, like I said, in-person soul circles starting at the Urban Ashram, a beautiful in-person retreat in Orlando coming up at the end of the month on the 25th. And if you are online, we have our mastermind, our Living by Design mastermind, starting in just 2 weeks. So whatever I can do to help you, and of course, there's always one-on-one coaching. So go ahead and reach out to me if I could be of service to you. In the meantime, we are also putting together this amazing tour. If you are listening to all of this and you're like, I must come to Egypt, we have an amazing tour. It's going to be available for you to come back in February of 2027. So if that is something you want, mention it here or send me a DM, and you can be one of the first people to receive information about our tour that's coming up next, like a year and a half from now, in February of 2027. And I love you. Live magically.